Hey folks, how's it going? It's Will Shrimp here. Just wanted to make a quick video today. Well, it's not really quick, but it is a video, as I sort of promised a daily video. But I'm making a video today. This is going to be some gameplay on what is this map called? Downtown or Downturn, or I don't even know. And basically, I will be running with a silent scar, dual attachments. That means I can also have a hollow sight on. And surprisingly, as you guys will notice throughout the video, this is actually my first game in quite a while. I had hopped on, and this is about my first game in a month, and I was like, hey, I'm just going to get on and see how stuff is going. And so I was actually playing here, and I get a score of 60 and something. So I hope you guys enjoy the gameplay, which itself is very good. The other team does kind of suck. I win most of my firefights, and it seems really bad. I mean, look at those two guys, are just sitting there, so I just, spray them down. And so what I wanted to talk to you guys about today was, I don't even know what, basically perks and sort of the way I look at perks and perk setups. So in this video, what I'm using is my primary blue perk is sleight of hand, and then it's quick draw, and then I'm pretty sure it's ninja or sit rep, but I think it's ninja, and I generally think of it this way. I only play with the specialist kill streak, as I had said in my last video, so it doesn't, it doesn't matter to me what perks I start out with. It just comes down to a matter of preference. Now, my preference is start out with sleight of hand because you can get really nice fast reloads. I should have died right there. You get really nice fast reloads and everything like that, and it feels like I aim quicker. And then quick draw, well, quick draw is pretty much a no-doubt with any gun, because if you don't have quick draw, you're really screwed. I know a lot of people might say that, yo, well, Shrimp, you're biased or whatever because you'll only use quick draw. Well, I can tell you that those people who I'm fighting here, they might have not used quick draw, and that's why I'm winning firefights. So, I always use quick draw. And then it's my third perk. My third perk, the yellow one, I don't really care, to be honest, what it is. Most games, it doesn't matter because they're not really essential. I know for something like Search and Destroy, you're going to want to have like Ninja, but because I don't generally play that game type, and I generally just play Domination or like Ground War Team Deathmatch, it doesn't really matter to me. So I am just going to, I just roll with whatever. And like I said earlier, I'm running with specialists, so that means that anything I do, I'm going to get the perks no matter what. So if I do start out with, I don't know, like ninja or whatever, eventually I will get Sidra, and I will get all the other perks that come there, like steady aim and whatnot. So yeah, you guys can see we're pretty much just throwing them here. And one thing I really like, I don't know if you, like I have to start out with sleight of hand. Like I cannot play without sleight of hand or without quick draw. It's become like an addiction for me. I remember back in Black Ops when they gave you the choice if you could do like sleight of hand, scavenger, and marathon, and that was all I used. I got my friends were like, oh sure, Phil, because that's my actual name. In case you guys don't know, they're like, oh Phil, dude, you suck because you don't like use anything else. I was like, well, look at it this way. I don't suck. It's just I'm really addicted, because anything else, like I went back to COD 5 the other day, and man, I could not play that game. Not because of the fact that I couldn't play Call of Duty, but more because of the fact that I was so not used to being so slow, like when aiming. Using like the PTRS, and back then it was like, holy crap, this gun is good and shoots fast, but now it's like, wow, what have we been playing the past times? So I don't know if they're going to change that in Black Ops, like keep quick draw or not, and so I don't know, but that's generally my perk setup is always going to be sleight of hand, quick draw, and then steady aim or ninja or sit rep. And then my lineup for the specialist kill streak generally goes Scavenger Pro, because usually after 1 or 2 kills when you get your first perk, I will require Scavenger Pro, or Scavenger for that matter, but any sort of way of getting ammunition back. And then after that comes Assassin. Who doesn't like Assassin? That's kind of a no-doubt thing because there's so many UAVs and whatnot in the air, but we as a team and a clan on our clan try to keep them to a minimum. And then my last perk, again, I don't really care what it is. Generally I'll put something that's sort of necessary, I'll sort of need, like maybe, let's say I'll have Ninja on as my first yellow perk, and then as my third yellow, that sniper right there failed. As my third perk, I'll put on, I don't even know, like right now I have steady aim on. And the scar with steady aim is not bad. I thought that guy was going to jump down there But I guess not. I was sort of hesitating. I was like, okay, are they going to come down, or am I going to go up? Am I going to come down? Or whatever. So I did choose to go up, and it doesn't get me killed. It almost does, though, but it was actually a friendly bomber. I really hate bombers, by the way, how they don't announce that if it's friendly or not. Because when me and my team are playing, everyone always screams like, bomber, bomber, and we all hide, and then there's that one person who says, guys, it's a friendly, and then we all just run out again. And so, you know, I mean, we take this game seriously, and some people are like, oh my god, you take this game way too seriously. No, we just like to play as a team, and we like to communicate and stuff like that. And so yeah, I don't know. I mean, that's mainly the perks I'll run with. And like I said in my previous video, I'm gonna do a like an overview of like my stats. I was gonna show you guys my stats and my Call of Duty. I don't know, like I guess the leaderboards and also like my setup. Because I know some people had requested that and some people want to see that. And generally, like I said, it's going to be very boring. It's just this right here. Most of my guns I just use silencer and like red dot. I know a lot of people don't like dual attachments because it gets rid of like the there's like the flinch. That guy right there just got owned by my headphones. They got rid of like the steadying or whatever, where the bullets don't spray as much. But to be honest, if you can tap the trigger enough, then you can get that steady effect just from tapping the trigger, so it really doesn't matter. Also, I'd like to apologize quickly if there is some background noise. It is my MacBook Air because that's what I do my recordings on. The fans are kicking in, so yeah. I really do need to get a new mic. I'm using if you guys didn't know, I do all my recordings and everything on my MacBook Air, and it's not really built for video editing or recording or anything of that type. So I really need to get a new headphones, and I had started one of those like I don't even know what projects they're called, but it wasn't really that successful, but whatever, I don't care. So quick question, by the way, where are you guys from? Because right now where I live in near San Francisco in California, USA, and my god, is it warm here. In Celsius, it's about 27 Celsius here, and we're supposed to get 30 this Friday, and it's about 90 degrees Fahrenheit for those of you who come from the US and Celsius from Europe. So it is really, really warm here, and it's really annoying to play any sort of video games because then your like ears get all sweaty and like my hands are all sweaty, and ugh, just that feeling is just ugh. I mean, you guys have probably done that too, right? I mean, like even on a cold day when you're sitting in your room gaming all day, and then after a while you're just like, oh my god, that feels so icky. And especially I have a custom controller, and the grip is not like the normal like white or black Xbox controllers where like I told you guys right there, by the way, these guys' reaction times suck. They had no clue what they were doing. The grip it's very slick and very smooth. It's not really riffled or anything. So it's I don't know. It's kind of weird to play with weird fingers. And that right there was the biggest showdown of a Modern Warfare 3 spawn fail ever. There's just so much with this game that is wrong and right, and games can never be perfect. I can say that from experience because I know somebody who makes video games, and I get to play them a lot and test them, and you know, I'll give my feedback whenever I can. But games are never perfect, but there are definitely games where they can like do things better if they had a little bit more time, or just, you know, didn't want to make as much money, which is what I'm hoping they do with Black Ops, for instance. Because as you guys all know, Black Ops is going to be sort of futuristic, more futuristic-y than the Modern Warfare games. Because Modern Warfare, it's definitely not like Al Qaeda versus the U.S. or whatever. It definitely has something like the story is a little bit in the future. But Black Ops 2, as you guys can tell by the trailer, it's definitely in the future. So hopefully, you know, Activision is going to give Treyarch and whoever else studios is working on them a little bit of leniency when it comes to like making the game. Because honestly, I mean, you're in the future. Let the guys have some fucking room to like make their game. They don't have to follow a thing. I mean, we already know that it's not going to follow the Black Ops like storyline, so it doesn't even need to like. At least we don't need to know like, okay, well, this happened, that happened, so now we have to base it off of that. No, they can make up their complete own story and maybe start a better series or a new series or something like that. That's kind of what I was wondering. Like, why did they make Black Ops 2 so much in the future? I mean, I was thinking Black Ops 2 is maybe like, I don't know, in the 90s or whatever. I mean, as weird as that would sound, but look at that, another spawn fail. Jesus Christ. It's like, I mean, some things don't make sense in the world, but you know, whatever. That was another thing. I was talking to my friend, and I was like, so you know how people say "fucking Christ" or like "fucking Jesus, fucking Christ"? For all of you religious people, I'm sorry, but it's just a term a lot of people use. And yeah, there is going to be some language. Well, what you're basically saying is you want to have sex with Jesus. Now, that's why I don't say that. I mean, why would I don't want that. I don't want to have sex with Jesus, just as my personal preference. But yeah. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this game. And my name is Earl Shrimp. I went 68 and 12, I think. And I will see you guys next time.